No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, we were blessed by the anime gods themselves down at Studio Mappa by Chainsaw Man's anime extra new PV teaser, whatever you want to call it, because obviously we had that big one that rocked the summer of 2021. Now we got, I guess it's PV2 with a little bit of that Makima greatness and also major, huge, humongous updates on Chainsaw Man 2. We finally got a date, baby, and I'm all over it. Like, yo, this is hype. So let's start off breaking down, which I'm not gonna live react to it because I'll be honest with you, I was like, okay, I'm not hearing the greatest things in terms of them showing so much, but the one major key thing that they showed in this one was a visual of Makima towards the end. The rest of it, for the most part, I felt like I've seen something like that, if not that exact trailer before, in terms of just like a whole bunch of insanity that is the Chainsaw Man manga. Like, they just showed a whole bunch of panels of the Chainsaw Man manga, and I think they also tricked a lot of people into thinking like, oh, it's just, you know, a montage of the manga, and then you actually see towards the end a close-up of Makima's face animated from the anime, and you just see her standing there, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, yo, sure, they ain't gonna blink once throughout this whole thing. I ain't gonna lie, like, okay, they still playing with the ominous vibe of Chainsaw Man and the anime, and it seems as though I don't think we got per se the Chainsaw Man anime's release date. Unfortunately, we know just 2022, because from everything I see regarding dates, there's nothing about Chainsaw Man 2 other than next year, because the next big thing that I'm really excited about is finally announced regarding Chainsaw Man 2. But based on what we got from Jump Festa regarding the anime, it looks like we just gotta hold tight a little bit longer. We got a whole year. I don't think they're gonna make us wait till like December. Oh god, I hope I'm not eating my words by next year, but I don't think it's gonna be that long. But yeah, so Chainsaw Man 2022 and a little visual of Makima looking like the queen that she is. Well, I don't know about queen, but anyways, we got that. But then we got a whole bunch of Chainsaw Man 2 news and the series news in general. So let's read off some of this stuff. For starters, Chainsaw Man 2 is planned to start its serialization in summer 2022 at the Shonen Jump Plus app. So summertime is when Chainsaw Man 2 will begin. We also have here, it says Chainsaw Man has reached 12 million copies in circulation. Shihei Lin, who is the editor of Chainsaw Man, also mentions part 2 of the series will start its serialization in early summer 2022, and the anime will be broadcasting next year. So just reiterating that manga will start in summer 2022 and that the anime will start next year. But 12 million copies, I definitely feel like it would have been way higher if we would have gotten like the anime last year, or we would have gotten part 2 if it would have just kept going. But especially if we would have gotten anime last year, hands down it would have been way more sales, probably like 24 million, 30, 40 million. I don't know, I can't really call exactly, I can't scale what Chainsaw Man is going to be when it's all said and done, but I feel like those sales would have been way higher. It's 12 million sales based off of just pure hype for the manga, no anime or nothing like that, and that's just massive. Shihei Lin also is recruiting new assistants for Tatsuki Fujimoto's Chainsaw Man. They are scheduled to start working from March 20th, 2022 onward. So what I'm guessing that has gone on so far with Chainsaw Man 2's production is probably Tatsuki Fujimoto himself has been just scripting a lot of it, you know, coming up with the Bible, so to speak, of the series, all the ideas of where things is going to go, probably a whole bunch of new character designs for the new characters that are going to be introduced, and probably just like sketching out and inking the initial stages of maybe the first couple of chapters, and then of course, you know, the assistants is going to come and put all the bells and whistles, because that's usually how production works. Like, the mangaka gets the basic idea and then outlines it, and the assistants come and, you know, add everything extra, shading, backgrounds, yada yada if necessary. But essentially, with all that being said, Chainsaw Man 2, they probably have a decent amount of stuff ready to go, but the new assistants will be starting from March onward. The manga will be dropping in the summertime, and the anime, we know just that Makima is going to look fire, and that'll start sometime in 2022. So the biggest thing I can say we got out of all this, being honest with you, is okay, we got a date, it's coming coming for part 2 of the manga in the summertime. The anime, they didn't give us too much, but I guess I could wait a little bit longer, because like, I am gonna lie, I've gotten, and maybe it's just me, I've gotten to a point where I try not to be too rushing about things in terms of like, man, you know, if, especially with Studio Mappa in particular, with how I know how rigorous their work schedule is, how people were speaking out, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, that director of Attack on Titan for season 4 of Attack on Titan, how he looked very unhealthy from constant work or whatnot. So I try my best to be understanding, like, yo, they working on it, and I know it's coming, and the longer they work on it, the better it's going to look anyways. But yeah, Chainsaw Man greatness, baby. 2022, expect for this series to blow like no tomorrow. 12 million copies now. By this time next year, depending on when the anime begins, we could be looking at 24, 34, something crazy in the millions of sales once part 2 and the anime begin. Not to mention, something to take into account, right, is the fact that if they're trying to coincide with, you know, cross marketing of releasing Chainsaw Man 2's volume with the anime dropping, let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's what they're trying to accomplish, which would make a lot of sense, right? You want to get the most profit possible. Then if the manga is going to start releasing chapters in the summertime, let's just say hypothetically, you know, middle of June, it could be later or whatnot, but let's just say let's roll with June, then we'll probably get the first volume, I'm guessing around like September-ish, October-ish. So there's a possibility that they might want to drop Chainsaw Man, or they might actually just be readying up to drop the Chainsaw Man anime during the fall, although it's a toss-up on that one, because you got to think they have a lot, and by they I mean Shueisha, a lot of stuff coming fall 2022. My Hero, Bleach, there's a lot of stuff coming fall 2022, so I don't know if they'd want to oversaturate things, or it could come, let's just say they want to do December, because they said 2022, so technically it would have to come before January, which is usually the winter season's beginning. So it could come anywhere, I'm going to guess, from fall to December of 2022, the anime, to coincide as well with, again, the first volume release of Chainsaw Man 2, assuming that the manga starts dropping chapters in the top or middle of June, so that way a volume could come right around the time the anime debut. I'm just questioning on, are they gonna really want to put that much of their titles at the same time, because fans won't know where to focus. Like, do I get into like my Bleach fandom? Do I get into my Chainsaw Man bag? My Hero's returning with one of the best arcs, and that's all gonna, you know, conflict. I mean, for me, that's like heaven on earth, but everybody ain't me. Let me know, are you kind of like me? Like, that's kind of like anime heaven right there? I'm just saying. But I'm curious what you guys think. For starters, for Chainsaw Man's whole, you know, Jump Festa 2022, do you feel like they delivered? Again, the PV could have been better. It was just mainly, you know, a lot of manga panels and whatnot, and then a little imagery of Makima at the end that doesn't really tell us. Because one of the things I guess I'm also worried about is the anime going to look like that trailer, because that trailer was basically made to kind of just like be a standalone thing in terms of this is what's going to come out as, hey, get excited about Chainsaw Man. That is not exactly how Chainsaw Man is going to look in terms of the anime. So I was hoping to get a little more of an idea of like, okay, this is exactly what it's going to look like. And I mean, Makima did look close to how she looked in the trailer from the small visual we did get of her, but nevertheless, I was hoping for a little bit more of that. Are you excited about that trailer? Also, Chainsaw Man 2, are you ready for that bad boy? Do you feel like it's a little bit 2 ways off? Again, they're going into straight up full-on production in March to have it ready by the summertime, and I'm here for it, baby. I've been dying for this shit, okay? It's been a year plus at this point since Chainsaw Man 1 ended. I have no idea what Tatsuki Fujimoto has in store for us, but I'm sure it's absolute greatness. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Man 2, absolute greatness 2022, man. Summer 2022, and whenever that anime drops, I'm here for it. Have an awesome one. By the way, Makima, though, I'm just saying, Makima, woo!